Jackson Powers Johnson, and where you feel like he's going to fit in on your offense?
Yeah, we see him fitting in at guard. He's played guard, he's played center, but we see him as a guard for us. Another young kid, 21 years old, so still a lot of growth in his game. But he's big, he's tough, he plays a Raider style of football, but he's also a pretty good athlete to go along with that. So love his versatility, love his energy and enthusiasm as a player, and get him in the mix.
Question for DJ Glaze about where he fits into the line.
It's funny, a lot of the same answers. Another young guy, 21 years old, but a lot of versatility. We see him as a tackle right now. He's played both left and right. Probably see him more on the right side of tackle right now. He's got some, possible guard in the future maybe, but the flexibility is really nice for all these guys. And I know typically, you're dressing 8 offensive linemen. The more they can do, the better, because we know there's going to be injuries during the year. So, but no, we see him more as a right tackle. Big frame, long arms, really productive college player. I mean, he blocked the guy in front of him very consistently. Keep it real general, real easy. The guy over him, run game, pass game, blocked his man. So, balanced body control, some strength, and again, we think there's a lot of future upside with him too.
How important was it to let Andre James know he was still the center?
I just think the more clarity you can give players, the better. And I've always been kind of sensitive to everybody we're drafting coming in here. There's already somebody here. They're coming in to compete for somebody's job. So, it's always a kind of a stressful weekend, I think, for everybody. It's stressful for the draft picks. They're going to a new team to go in and compete and win a job. And the players that are here, they got more competition coming in. So so I just wanted to make sure I know. I just wanted to give if you can give someone clarity when you can, you try and do it. So.
Does it feel more and more like it's going to be Gardner against Aiden? No, none of them, no quarterbacks went tonight. I don't know what your plans are for the future, but is that kind of, in going into camp, your kind of assessment?
As I sit here right now, that's it, yeah.
Tom, yesterday you talked about taking the best player available on the board. How did you feel about getting Jackson Powers Johnson where you did at the second round, 44th pick?
Yeah, really happy. And that was one where, we felt like the best talent there lined up with we wanted to add to the offensive line. So that was the perfect combination. Doesn't always work like that. We can't manufacture players. So if you do have a specific need you'd love to fill, but if there's nobody there on your board that kind of fits it, you just can't go reaching around and manufacture somebody. And, everybody's boards are a little different. There's no one big consensus board. If there was, I'd love to hear the GM of the consensus board. I mean, I can't. It's like the Brock Bowers of the world. You can get some consensus, but after that, I mean, you put football people in a room. There's no way everyone's going to see someone the same way. It just doesn't work like that. Just like with my 3 kids, there's no way I can get consensus with those 3. So it's no different. But since we all see it differently, you got to work it. But it was really nice with Jackson that, hey, look, we'd love to add to the offensive line if we could, and that he was a high-level player for us, and we got lucky that we kind of. The second round was a frenzy. There was, a lot of trade action, a lot of work. Third round was much more quiet, but we got lucky in the second to get where we were.